Well, what I originally was when I, I'm a ladies man, you know what I'm saying? So when I was playing this Mozart at the piano and it wasn't getting me the girls, I had to readjust. I had to go back behind my mother's back and realize I gotta get to what these girls is listening to. And at the time it was strictly this R&B wave. So I was like, if I start learning these songs, at the time I didn't even know I had a voice. It was more of me knowing that I could play it, because I've been a trained musician since 6. So as long as you put the sheet music in front of me, I could play it, and I also can play by ear. So it was really just a matter of listening to what was on the radio and learning it. And when I tried me some Brian McKnight on this little honey thing I was trying to get with, man, that thing worked out so well for me. I said, listen, Ma, I'm gonna retire this classical music and I'm gonna explore this R&B. And that's when I started putting my own songs and experimenting. Because I was gifted with having the ability to play, it was really easy for me to find chords and melodies to songs that I really wanted to write. As long as I could create the music part of it, which I was already doing without knowing in my head. When I go to the piano, it just came to me. What I was singing or humming in my mind, I was able to put down with the chords. And I just started putting lyrics to it. And one day that ended up me, people saying, hey, that song is really good. And that ended up being a song all over the radio, which was my first song called First Time, which got the likeness of my idols, Brian McKnight and Stevie Wonder. So that was really dope how that all came into full circle. I wanted to be like Brian McKnight, and that was one of the first people, really the first person to endorse me in the music business, and then Stevie Wonder. So that was super dope. What helped me to tap into that confidence is really my mom. Back to her. She used to tell me when I used to tell her I want Jordans and I want, Tommy jeans or polo knits. Growing up, she used to tell me, who's Tommy Hilfiger? I was like, that boy's lit. Everybody want a piece of his clothes. What you mean, Ma? Who's Mike Jordan? That's the man. And she used to say, but they're just people that had no name in the beginning, that believed in themselves and made themselves so big that everybody knew who they were. Why don't you do that for yourself? And hearing that at the age of 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, at the time you're looking at your mind like, Ma, I'm a kid, right? Like, I'm supposed to do kid things. But she was such from a poverty family. Her big goal was to make sure that she embeds success into all her children. And that's why we all took it so well, because she was just drilling it. I used to have to sleep with classical music as a kid before I go to sleep. And I used to, go to school and ask my friends, like, do y'all go through that? And they'd be like, no. And I used to definitely think my mom was crazy, but I get what she was preparing me for. She was preparing me for greatness. So I give her all the credit for that.